He came back like a man who had walked through storms and learned to breathe in them, not triumphant, not broken, just real. When we stood face to face, nothing rushed, no grand confession, no dramatic reunion, only silence that felt heavier than all the years we had spent apart. I expected fireworks. Instead, I felt something quieter, something deeper, something scarier. Because love after distance is never simple. It is not a continuation, it is a rebuilding. We talked that night like strangers who knew each other too well. We laughed at small things. We avoided the big ones. We circled around the truth instead of stepping into it. I saw in him a man shaped by solitude, more disciplined, more controlled, less willing to give himself completely, as if life had taught him that vulnerability has a price. And I realized something painful. Waiting had changed me too. I was no longer the woman who simply stood still. I had grown. I had boundaries. I had a life that did not revolve around his absence anymore. In the days that followed, we tried to fit back into each other's lives, like pieces that no longer matched perfectly. We loved each other, but love was now layered with hesitation. There were moments of warmth, coffee in the morning, long walks without saying much, his hand finding mine instinctively. And then there were moments of distance, him retreating into his thoughts, me watching him, wondering if he was still partly somewhere else. One evening, I finally asked him the question I had been carrying for years. Did you come back for me or for yourself? He didn't answer right away, and that silence told me everything. He came back because he needed home, not just me, but what I represented. Stability, meaning, a place where his battles made sense. And I understood then that waiting had never been about possession. It had been about truth. Love is not proved by staying, nor by leaving. It is proved by choice, again and again. So we began again, slowly, not as the people we used to be, but as who we had become. We did not promise forever. We chose today. Not perfection, not destiny. Just commitment, daily, quiet, deliberate. Sometimes I still see the traveler in his eyes. Sometimes he still sees the girl who waited in mine. But between us now stands something stronger than time. A love tested, broken, repaired, and chosen. And if distance ever comes again, we will not survive it because of patience alone. We will survive it because we learned what it truly means to return. He was my journey. I was his home. And now, we walk that journey together.